Aloha! Welcome back to the Dread Planets. My name is Tiki C, and today we will convert 3 more bases from the most popular Steam Workshop blueprints of all time for use on the Dread Planet in Project Eden. Links to today's blueprints can be found below, and thank you to all of the artists for your creative work and your contributions to the community. Let's get started. As you can see, I have spawned the first 7 that I've converted, and at the end are today's 3 that we're going to convert. For today, we have the Akua Outpost by Bolo, and then we have the Mining Station by KP13, and the Polaris House by sulusdacor. For each of these, I will do a quick tour just to get familiar with the artist's work. And then I will convert the base by removing key components, applying damage, replacing blocks, and painting dirt. We will finish up by doing a quick review, and we'll save the blueprints. Here we go. we're back. So this one I kept relatively intact, just some moderate damage and block removal. The only part that I got stuck on was right here. These are concrete blocks, and the floor blocks, and the destroyed block that I replaced it with is made out of steel. The concrete blocks and the steel blocks have different texture palettes, so I couldn't find this floor pattern to fit here, and actually I don't like it, so I'm just going to get rid of that chunk there. I like to have the floor matching if possible. So that's what happened here. These destroyed blocks, they're made out of steel, not concrete, so I can't match this pattern here. I could probably match that one though. But I did want a hole through the entire thing that was sort of patched up over the years, that goes all the way down and all the way down to the ground. What else? I didn't remove any of the components. Again, I keep these this one pretty much intact. There's nothing that's extremely valuable or exotic in here. And it's nice to find a couple fridges once in a while that has some food in them. Remove 2 of the solar panels, flip these over, put the standard 4-block destroyed hole there. So yeah, it's pretty simple here. This one, I think I have to save it using a ground offset like I did with some of the other ones. I think this has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks maybe? Maybe not. Well, the elevator does go all the way down here, so maybe it's just this block. Maybe this is ground level. I think that's right, since these truss are going all the way down. So what we'll do is we will do a -2 offset, meaning that 0 ground level should be right here, and then -1, -2. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and save this Akua Outpost by Bolo. Look at it and hit Alt-O. And then I am going to save it using this Eden BAJ template that I have here. So I'm going to make sure to click on Save Damage States. Save As. I'm going to delete these right here and do Eden_BAJ Akua Outpost. I'm going to get rid of the spaces. And we're going to go back into our blueprints and back to Akua Outpost, and we have to do the group name and the spawn name. So I'm just going to grab these from the other one quick, paste them in there. I want to spawn it as Akua Outpost, so it comes into the game as such. And then I want the ground offset to be -2. Let me see if I have to check any of these boxes. Yes, I do want to check both of those boxes. Flattens ground, keep topsoil set. Then I'm going to look at it again, click the box again, and overwrite that. Done. Great. All right, next one is the mining station from KP13. So again, same process. I'm going to run through it, get myself acquainted with the POI or the base, and then remove anything expensive or exotic, do some damage, replace blocks with damage blocks and truss, paint some dirt, and then I'll be back. Here we go. And we're back. Okay, this one was actually painful to convert. This is the most uncomfortable one I've had to convert yet because of the amount of signals and sensors and custom LCD work. So I ran into one and I was like, well, this wouldn't make sense to be in the Dread Planet. Then I ran into another one and then I found a tunnel of floating LCDs and sensors and I'm like, oh, geez. It just hurt to remove those because the artists did amazing work on their LCD and sensors. So anyways, moving on. Okay, so we cleared all that out. We did random destruction and replacement and paint of everything. I left one of the furnaces, but it's damaged. What else did I do? I got rid of the generators, but I kept the fuel tanks and O2 tanks because it's nice to find those. I also had to expose the core because every POI, the core should be accessible on the Dread Planet because of a quest chain to destroy cores. So that has to be open for the player to find that. Got rid of the turrets. Can't have those. Yeah, so that's that. Again, this is artists did amazing work on this one, and it was a little bit painful to convert this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and then we're going to move on to the next one, the Polaris house. And I suspect I might have similar painful removals here. All right, let's go. All right, and we're done with the Polaris house. Okay, so this one wasn't as painful as the last one. There was only 2 LCDs I got rid of. Got rid of the NPC and the fire. There should be no fire pits on this planet. Yeah, did a lot of damage blocks. This gash in the side of the building was fun to make with the destroyed blocks. And painting, make sure the paint, I gotta fix that paint right there. Maybe. Anyways, it was fun to create that gash right there. I thought that looked good. Did a bunch of damage on this side, blew out some of the windows. I replaced the NPC core with a normal core. There are statues in here, and I've never seen statues in POIs on this planet, but I don't see why they shouldn't be here. I don't think it's an issue to have them. Yeah, replace that core there. And the core has to be accessible for the player as well. These tanks are really handy to find, extremely valuable, in that there could be water or other good things on here that you can't find this planet. So keeping the tank, both the tanks, there's 2 in here. Yeah, this pool got a little bit dirty. There's the other tank. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. We'll save this one. One thing I did discover is that, yes, there is a concrete destroyed block. So I'm going to have to go through and double check everything that I made. I did run over here to the Akua base and replace those concrete blocks. So now it looks a lot better, and that looks a lot better than those white ones. So yeah, and I resaved that one too. So that's that. I'm going to save this base, and I'm going to take a quick check for everything else. And I think that's it for today. So thank you so much for joining me today. We've got 10 done. I got 40 more to go to hit my goal of 50. So I hope to see you next time. Have a great day.